Welcome to Dubai, in the heart of the Middle East, a city which has become an epicenter for world sport, welcomed both the Asian and MENA Tour for the inaugural Dubai Open. The Els Club would host the final event of the year for the Asian Tour, and what a year it's been.
What a moment. It has been a tough day out there.
And the match is halved and the Eurasia Cup is shared. An absolutely superb winning performance by Lee Westwood.
He's done it! What a moment for Annabelle Lahiri.
It's an eagle too for Felipe Aguilar.
Remarkable. His 17th Asian Tour victory.
David Lipsky, his breakthrough European Tour victory.
A champion again, Chakchai Nera. What a dramatic day it's been. An absolutely stunning performance. The champion.
What a great week he's had.
Once again back in the winner's circle.
What a putt from SSP Chaurasia. It's Rashid Khan. A fourth Asian Tour title for the Singaporean. Fantastic display. Harrington, a champion again.
Lee Westwood, champion on every continent of the world.
The Els Club is named after its designer, four-time major winner, South Africa's Ernie Els. And the man himself couldn't be happier about his golf course hosting its first event.
The course in Dubai, you know, it's in the desert. There's bunkers that are in the desert. Everybody's excited about it. I know the people at the Els Club in Dubai are very, very excited about it. The course is going to be in great shape and they'll have it prepared well for the players.
Asian Tour and MENA Tour is another event in Dubai. They're pushing hard with all their golf and tourism here, and I think it's a great opportunity, especially on a golf course as difficult as the Els Club is.
It's a great course. It's the first time I've been here this week to the Els Club, and just playing it now, it's in really good condition. It's a really good test. It's playing long. I've played the co-sanctioned events for 2-3 years now, and I think the Asian Tour itself just keeps growing and growing in strength, and you know, you're putting your game up against the best Asian Tour players.
With American David Lipsky wrapping up the Order of Merit at the Thailand Golf Championship, the focus turned to the players on the bubble, fighting to keep their cards. It's the top 60 players who keep their card for the next season, with Chirag Kumar of India in 60th place, and a whole host of players from 61 to 70 very much in contention. Let's hear from some of these.
Well, a few guys have asked me, have you made it yet? You know, what's your status and this and that. So, I mean, obviously, like, people know that I'm right on the number right now, and it's been a little bit of a talking point, but that really hasn't changed my approach at all.
It's just another tournament. I've had plenty of opportunities the last 5 weeks to get in the top 60. I keep finishing, you know, sort of 20 to 30. And when when you've only played 7 or 8 tournaments in a year, that's just not going to make enough.
I'm gonna just stick with my plan, what I've always done successfully the past few events. I've done that throughout the whole year, and I don't think it changes just because of my Order of Merit position or whether I'm in a bubble or whatnot.
So the stage was set and the course was in peak condition for 4 days of action-packed golf. Time to take a look now at some of the highlights from the first 3 days of play. Prom Misawat entered the week chasing the number 2 spot in the order of merit. This was his third shot on 18. He would finish the day 5 shots off the pace with a 1 under, 71. 2011 Open champion Darren Clarke was one of the star names in the field, but he had a slow start to his week, shooting an even par 72 in the first round. The leader at the end of round 1 was the Australian Callum Richardson. He would finish with a birdie on the 18th to cap off a stunning 6 under par 66. Round 2, and with the cut looming, the pressure was on for the players on the order of merit bubble. This was Chris Rogers for par on 8. He would finish the tournament at 11 over par. Indonesia's George Gandranata also had a tough week, this for par on the 9th. The bogey wouldn't help his cause. He would miss the cut by just 2 shots with the cut line at 1 over. Martin Rominger of Switzerland needed to make the cut to keep his card. This was on the 8th where he would bogey. He would finish the round at 3 over par. India's Chirag Kumar was another to miss the cut. He would drop out of the top 60, finishing 4 over par.
I didn't play well in the front 9. I fought hard in the back 10 and then just made a stupid error on the last hole. I think that's going to cost me my card. So it's not the easiest thing, but part of the game.
I had plenty of chances but didn't recover, so it's tough to probably miss by 1 shot and then probably just being outside the top 60 because of that 1 shot. So tough day.
That's how golf is, isn't it? You have you win some, you lose some. We've all had our chances, certainly through the year, rather than just one event. So culmination of, for this week for me, not playing particularly well. And that's about it really. I mean, what to say? You post a number and it's done now, so pick up the pieces and move on.
I'm gonna go try to do Q school, and then after that, we'll see if hopefully I get through that, and then have a full schedule on the Asian Tour after that. So Q school for A1 Asian Tour is my next one. Hopefully not, but but we'll see.
Round 3, and Darren Clarke was the man on the move. The Northern Irishman showed exactly what he's capable of. 6 birdies and an eagle in a bogey-free round that helped him finish with a stunning 8 under par 64. Mo Jung Kyung needed a top 8 finish to climb inside the order of merit top 60, and a 68 in round 3 put him in striking distance. The MENA Tour's number 1 player Joshua White put himself into contention with a 68 in round 3. He would finish the day at 7 under par, just 3 shots off the lead. It would be tight at the top of the leaderboard with the South African JB Kruger in a 4-way tie at the end of the 3rd round. This was his approach on the par 5 18th. He would go on to birdie. So at the end of 3 days in Dubai, very tight at the top, 4 players on 10 under par. Darren Clarke lurking after that 64, Chatchai Neerat, a 4-time winner on the Asian Tour at 9 under, with Daisuke Kataoka of Japan also in contention. So the final round beckons at the Dubai Open here at the Els Club, and it really is idyllic for playing golf. Asian Tour professional Scott Barr alongside. You want to get out there and play yourself.
Good afternoon, Alan. Yes, conditions are magnificent. Slight breeze out of the northwest. Action is heating up for a great day.
Now this is Daisuke Kataoka, the 26-year-old Japanese, for a birdie at the first. Very much on the bubble for his tour card for next year, and the evergreen Tawon Wirachat.
Yeah, what a great veteran of the game. Tawon only won recently in Thailand at the King's Cup, and that putter seems to be warming up beautifully.
Yeah, the putter works well for him when he's in contention. This is Simon Yates, the forgotten Scot.
Yeah, Simon's been in the abyss for a while, but certainly found his ball striking and putting like that. Sees him right at the top of the leaderboard.
Yes, it's a bit of a logjam there at 10 under par, 2-time winner on the Asian Tour. Simon Yates, now then 19 years of age, from Seoul, South Korea. Wang Jung-hun, second shot to the first.
Coming in from about 140 yards. This guy's a tremendous player. He's already won in China this year. Hasn't missed a cut all year on the Asian Tour, and that is a great start.
This is Choi Prakong from Thailand at 8 under par. He's got a birdie putt on the 3rd. greens rolling nicely.
Yeah, greens are at 11.8 today, so they're speedy. Speedier than these guys are used to. And that's another great birdie we're seeing. They're coming plentiful.
This man's been around a long time. Arjun Atwal, he's 41 years of age now, hasn't won since the 2008 Maybank Malaysian Open. That's on the Asian Tour, but he did win the 2010 Wyndham Championship on the US PGA Tour. First Indian to win in the States, and he's in contention. Now Darren Clarke, that 64 yesterday, putting him into contention.
Yeah, we're just 6 iron for Darren here on the second. Pin is tucked in the back corner. This should come back, and it does. Yeah, what a great shot. Very small landing area. If you miss the landing area, you're in trouble there. That was a beautiful shot.
Second to the first, JB Kruger. That familiar collar up with his shirt. He always wears that. Maybe he's had too many days in the sun in Johannesburg.
He should have, but he's a great golfer, and that's just the boys are really going straight at this first pin, and it's proving it to be the easiest one of the week.
Simon Yates, 44 years of age now. He's based in Hua Hin in Thailand. His second to three.
Second to three. Three's a dog leg to the right, and that's just another great shot. Just flirting with the front bunker, but that should set up another birdie, and Simon really showing some form early.
Tremendous ball striker. He's got that reputation. Now, Darren Clarke. Birdie putt on the first.
15 feet at the second. Sorry, Alan, this is fast. It wants to go in, I would think, and away it goes. Very difficult to stop the ball short of the hole.
He's lost some weight, hasn't he, Darren? He's been in the gym, and it's working. Now for JB Kruger. What's he got here? 3 feet, 4 feet for birdie?
7 feet, I'd say, Alan, at the first, but that's a great putt, isn't it? I mean, straight in. No better way to start the final round when you're in the lead than to birdie the first hole.
Shiv Kapoor from India. Believe he's actually moving to Dubai, or is in the process of.
Yeah, Shiv's had a pretty good season in Asia and Europe for that matter, and that's just the perfect start for Shiv. So the birdies are coming in all sorts of ways, and this is Arjun Atwal at the first hole for his birdie attempt.
Yeah, Arjun has been in the doldrums, really. Hasn't really found his touch. He's had to battle for his cards all over the world. It's good to see him in contention again. Now to tie the lead, Simon Yates.
Yeah, this is the part of the game that Simon struggles with, but he's knocked that one in. That stroke didn't look all that positive, but there it is. He's in a tie for the lead.
Now the 19-year-old Korean. That very easy grip. That left hand just below the right.
Yeah, and does it easily, doesn't he? He's very poised for such a young man. I think he's going to have a big future.
This has been an orthodox putting style from Shiv Kapoor. He's never really changed this.
No, he's a pretty orthodox player.
So it really is a tough battle at the top with Simon Yates, Arjun Atwal, Wang Jung-Hyun and JB Kruger, all at 11 under par. Daisuke Kataoka of Japan at 10 under par, and Shiv Kapoor 10 under. But for the 28-year-old South African JB Kruger, he's on course for his second Asian Tour title. Welcome back. You're watching highlights of the inaugural Dubai Open from the Els Club in Dubai. Right now, let's hear the thoughts from some of the MENA Tour regulars.
The MENA Tour covers golf clubs around the region, and my home club is one of the clubs that hosts the event. The MENA Tour in general gives a big opportunity for amateurs to expose themselves with the pros, and gives them an opportunity to take part in the event and even make it easier for them to even do it and make the cut for the final round.
I played MENA Tour last year, and then I played again this year, so it's good. I mean, the courses, you don't play bad courses, so it's nice, and you get nice little rewards like this.
You know, we play a lot of good courses, and they're usually in pretty good condition, so it's good fun. It's a good stepping stone, I guess. You know, I mean, especially now that it's connected with the Asian Tour. I mean, it gives a lot of more people an incentive to come and play.
I've played a couple of MENA Tour events, a Challenge Tour event, but obviously this is the biggest of them all, the Asian Tour. And it'll be great to have these opportunities coming up again in the future.
Now this is the fourth, 178 yards, par 3, and JB Kruger for birdie.
Yeah, this is a monster attempt from 35 feet. What a great putt from JB. All business today for this man.
And Arjun Atwal also with a birdie putt.
Yeah, just to the right of the flag. In fact, lucky to stay on the green, but makes the most of it. And another birdie for Arjun. Looks very focused.
And his greens are rolling beautifully. And also the final member of this final group, this is Wang, birdie putt.
Yeah, is it the trio? It sure is. These guys are putting the eyes out of it here today, Alan. We're looking for some deep scores.
Moving ahead, look at that. It's Wang Jung-hyun at 14 under par, holding off the challenge of JB Kruger and Arjun Atwal, with Panupom Pitairat at 11 under par, Gaganjit Bhullar of India, Simon Yates at 11 under par, with Shiv Kapoor and Basuki Kataoka. Now this is the 8th hole, 562 yards, par 5, second shot for Arjun Atwal.
Coming in from 220. Looks like a 7 wood, and anything left of the pin's not going to be good. So really has to be right of the hole, and that is inch perfect and a very makeable eagle attempt.
Jake Higginbottom, the Australian from New South Wales, 21 years of age. He's got a birdie putt on 13.
Yeah, this is a huge day for Jake. Needs to post a big score to have a chance of holding his card, and putts like that are going to make it a lot easier.
Wang, what a performance from this young man. Third shot to the 8th, just off the green.
Difficult shot, I would think this. It's very fast if it gets past the hole. But this looks pretty well played, I think, Alan. Wow, you can see the ball just trickling, but that putt's going to have a lot of break in it, that's for sure.
Gaganjit Bhullar, at one stage people were saying this guy had the swing, the golf swing that would elevate him to the top echelons of the game. How's he going?
Yeah, well, he's been playing, had a pretty solid season there, Gaganjit, but bogey at 10 just pulls him back from that lead. Probably not what he's looking for, obviously.
Arjun, he's got an eagle putt for the lead.
Yeah, this is going up quite a severe slope. Yeah, I think that's a sensible play. You couldn't try and get too aggressive on that putt there, Alan. Coming back to that hole would be ridiculous. As we'll probably see here from JB Kruger, this is fast. And if it gets past the hole, it's going to keep rolling. But, ooh, there you can see, just catches the lip and really goes 5 foot past the hole.
Yeah, that's a little knee trembler, isn't it? He hardly touched it. Well, Simon Yates, one of the great ball strikers in Asian golf, second to the 10th.
And he's going to have to be a great ball striker to get near this pin. It's perched right on the front of the green. Very narrow opening. In fact, it's a very difficult hole, this 10th. And you'll see anything right of the flag just rolls off the green. Anything left is rolling off the green as well.
Birdie putt on 8. This would be a hard-working birdie for Wang. But he's done it nicely.
Yeah, no mistake there. I mean, this is separating the leaders from the also-rans, the putting, I can see.
Simon Yates with the short putt for his par on 10. Oh, goodness, what a twitch that was.
Yeah, he doesn't look very comfortable over the putter. You know, coming into the back nine of on a Sunday, hasn't been in contention for some time. Those hands get a little bit tight.
They certainly do. It's Wang Jung-hyun at 15 under par, the 19-year-old, holding off the challenge of Arjun Atwal, JB Kruger, Basuki Kataoka and Simon Yates, having just dropped the shot there on 11. This is Kataoka on the 11th, 209 yards, par 3.
Yes, a little bit downwind today, but the pin's right in the back corner of the green, probably playing closer to 229 yards, I'd say, today. That's going to find just the front edge. Will it go in the bunker? But leaves himself an open chip to the pin.
JB Kruger got that familiar waggle before he actually launches his thought process to the shot. Second to 9.
Yeah, the 9th hole, really got to get the right yardage here, Alan, with the approach shot. Anything short is going to finish down this hollow. Let's see if this goes down there. Is it going to hang on? Yeah, lucky.
Simon Yates, 11 under. Just dropped a shot on 10.
Oh, that would look like a pretty good swing to me. Looks like it's probably going straight at it. Beautiful strike of the ball, Simon, yeah. Finds the middle of the green, well played.
Now, Arjun Atwal, a 7-time Asian Tour winner. Second to 9. The last of those wins was the 2008 Malaysian Open in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, you can see what happens if you're short. Straight down that hollow, that's going to be a very difficult up and down.
Lots of pressure on Jake Higginbottom. As you say, Scotty, he's very much on the bubble for keeping his card.
But as he's just proven time and time again, he did the same thing last year, actually, just snuck in the last tournament. But he's a quality player, Jake, at for a young man.
Now Wang for his birdie on 9. Oh, just gathered a bit of pace.
Yeah, well, it's uphill there, but the greens are quick and slopey, so not easy to hold putts on.
Katayuka won't be looking at that sand in front of him. He'll be concentrating on a little spot there, little downslope. Oh, that's nicely done. What a good touch from the Japanese man. Now, J.B. Kruger, length doesn't worry him. He's diminutive in size, but he hits the ball a long way, and he's earned himself a birdie putt here on 9.
Yeah, it's uphill, just going to leave it a little bit short. It's a very difficult putt. The hole's perched on a slope there. We'll catch up with Simon Yates, his birdie attempt at 11. Good 35 feet. And got the pace. Is it going to make it? Oh, great attempt though.
Arjun Atwal for par on 9. 34 putts in round 1, 27 in round 2, 24 putts in round 3. And that putter is still very warm for the Indian who lives in Florida. It's Wang who leads at 15 under par, Arjun Atwal at 14, Kruger at 13 under par, Katayuka and Yates at 11 under.
Arjun Atwal, second shot into the 10th. Swinging it well is Arjun, I must say.
Now this is our tournament leader, Wang Jung-hun, his second to the 10th. He seems to absorb the pressure and carries it well.
Yeah, he's poised for such a young man. It's probably not as close as he was looking at, but not too bad nonetheless.
Now Gaganjeet Bhullar for par on 13.
Yeah, not the sort of day Gaganjeet would have wanted. 1 under through 13, while everyone around him is going a lot lower than that. So we'll take a look at Wang here with his birdie putt on the 10th.
Stoops over the ball a little bit like Jeev Milkha Singh's got a sort of a stooped approach over the ball. That ball is always staying on the high side. Now Katayuka for his par on 13.
Yeah, right on the bubble of that top 60 and playing very well today. Just leaks it out to the right, bit of a lip out. I wonder how much that's going to hurt him at the end of the day.
Yes, it's got to be very much in the front of their minds, not the back, that they're fighting for their cards next year. Arjun Atwal for birdie. Pressure on this man as well. Hasn't won since 2008 in Asia. Gosh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, just left that. Just a half a roll short, but nonetheless still right there in contention, and it's a position he wouldn't have been in too often, but as a proven winner and on the bigger stages, Alan, you'd have to say he's got his chance.
Certainly does. J.B. Kruger for par. What's he got here? About 8-9 feet. Well done. Well done indeed for J.B. Trails Wang Jung-hun by 2. Jumping ahead to the par 3 11th. This is Wang Jung-hun with a very bold, positive putt, and that's an extension of his lead now over Arjun Atwal. It's a 3-shot lead for the young Korean over India's Arjun Atwal. J.B. Kruger another shot back at 12 under par. So it's Arjun Atwal who's trailing the 19-year-old Wang Jung-hun in Dubai. We'll be back with more after the break. It was a big week for golf in Dubai, and the players put in extra time to help coach the local talent. Asian Tour star Jazz Janawatnand worked with the juniors, while a group of Els Club members spent time with the likes of Darren Clark, the 2011 Open champion, and Jeev Milkha Singh.
Same thing, just good eye on the ball. Perfect.
you see, we all swing the club a little bit differently. Jeeves got a different takeaway to what I have. All the guys do, we all do our own little, we've all got our own little different sort of moves, but the one thing that we all do is our balance is good.
So it's very much on the closing straight now, and Wang Jung-hoon, the young Korean, with a 2-shot lead over India's Arjun Atwal, with Simon Yates at 12 under par. Jake Higginbottom, big tournament and a big finish for him. JB Kruger also at 11 under. This is Arjun Atwal, 3rd shot to 13.
Yeah, just probably disappointed he couldn't go at the green in 2, Arjun. But there's a lot of trouble off the tee. Let's see how this one goes. And a little further away for birdie than I'd say he was anticipating.
Jake Higginbottom just off the putting surface on 18, this par 5 finishing hole.
I tell you what, if he can 2-putt this, he may just well do enough to hold his Asian Tour card. Coming in at 65th at the start of this week, needs a big top 4 or 5 finish.
Well, he's on course for a 64. He's played magnificently today. JP Kruger, 3rd shot on 13 for the South African.
Yeah, coming in from about 80 yards there, JB. Pin is in the front left corner, and that's a beautiful shot.
Lovely conditions, just a little breeze. Simon Yates on 15, 489 yards, par 4, his 3rd shot.
Yeah, difficult hole, 15. And let's see how he handles this chip. Coming down towards the water's edge, and that's pretty good. Difficult hole to read the green, actually, 15. It slopes away from the water, which makes it difficult.
3rd to 13, tournament leader, Wang Jung-hoon.
Well, he's made it look pretty easy so far, but that was a tough chip, and, well, it's a makeable birdie putt, but probably a little disappointed.
Again, the pressure on Daisuke Kataoka, 3rd shot on 15. He knows that he's playing for his tour card next year as well.
Absolutely, with Jake Higginbottom looking like he's going to wrap up his job. Kataoka has a lot of work to do.
He might be looking at the leaderboards. Jake Higginbottom would certainly be looking at his. This is a birdie putt on 18. This, for the Australian, is a 64 in the final round. That's an extraordinary round of golf. Is it enough for him to secure his tour card? A projected order of merit finish 53.
Yeah, well, that's a great round of golf there for Jake. As we go back to the leader, Wang, this is a birdie attempt on 13. Doesn't break to the right. Oh, no, it does. Just falls in there. What a beautiful putt. Wow, he's putted well this week. Absolutely magnificent.
3-shot lead for the 19-year-old Wanasrichan from Thailand. Birdie putt at the last. He's on 8 under par. He'll be looking forward to taking a healthy check back home, and he raises his thanks to the heavens. 67 to finish. Good weekend finish for the young Thai.
Yeah, as we catch up here with Arjun, just trying to stay in distance with Wang here. He's been rolling it great, and there is another one. Goodness gracious me. These guys are holding some putts today.
They certainly are, and his putt is going well. Now, Namchok Tantipokakung, 18th, 7 under.
Yeah, Namchok right on the bubble as well, and I think he's just about done enough with that 8 under total to hold his tour card as well. Just got his tour card in Japan, and he is going to finish on the number of the top 60.
Gosh, you must be holding your breath. You're playing some of these shots, the pressure they're under. 14th now, Wang, 2nd shot, 472 yards, par 4. There's some long par 4s on this golf course.
Yeah, this tee's up at about 50 yards though today. It's only really a driver wedge for these guys. Here we catch up with Lam Chi Bing from Singapore, tapping in for par on 18. Going to finish in 80th position on the money list, so probably needed to finish in the top 2 today as we catch up with Arjun. 2nd shot to 14. The pin is perched right on the back ledge. So I think it's a difficult one to get really close, but let's see how he goes. Just looking for that one, and it's not bad. Just as you can see, though, it's irking its way back down the hill.
Now, Tawan Wirachant, 2-time winner this year, twice Asian Tour Order of Merit winner, and a champion player. Oh, a little lap of honour for Tawan.
Yeah, he's a absolute grinder, and 4th birdie of the day for Wirachant, just working his way into the top 5. Big putt here though for Wang. Going to break from his left to right, up the hill. Another great this guy has scared the hole on every putt he's had today.
There's a touch of the no Sung Yuls about this fella.
Yeah,
just
a
it's
touch.
something.
I tell you what, I'd love that putting stroke in my game.
You know, a lot of players would be envious of that, and it's just 19 years of age. Simon Yates, second to the 16th.
Yeah, very birdieable hole here today for these guys. Just no more than 70 or 80 yards to the pin today. And will it catch the downslope? I think it will. It should finish pretty good, Alan.
Picked up his first of his 2 Asian Tour victories back in 1998. The Sabah Masters and then the 2004 SK Telecom. Now this is a young Spaniard, Carlos Pigem, third shot to 18. A lot is expected of this fella.
Yeah, he's a good player, Carlos. There's no question about that. Works very hard in his game. That's a beautiful pitch on 18. The tee's up today on 18, Alan. It's reachable for these guys where it wasn't in the first 2 days, so we can expect a big finish on that hole.
Arjun Atwal would need this putt. Oh,
wow.
On its last legs.
Yeah, not often you will see a putting display by anyone actually, but we've got 2 guys here who are really finding the hole with just about everything they putt.
So birdie putt at the last for Carlos Pigem.
Yeah, great putt, great birdie. Should be good enough to tie Jake Higginbottom in top 5 position.
Great finish, a 66 for the young Spaniard. Back down on the 16th, second for Kataoka.
Yeah, well, of course, with Higginbottom and Carlos, they're finishing ahead of Kataoka. That's making his job a lot harder to finish inside the top 60. So great shots like this is what he needs over the next few holes to make some birdies to try and go past them.
Let's have a look at the 15th. It's 489 yards, par 4. It's a tough hole. You were saying it's tough to get to, Scotty.
Yeah, it's a very, very tough hole. It's where the pin is in the last round is in the back right corner of the green. It actually almost looks like it is in the water. So Arjun's found the fairway, which is the first half of the problem. The thing is, you play away from the pin to the left and it actually rolls off the green to the left. So it's a very difficult hole here that Ernie's designed, but that has hit the pin, and that's probably the best shot you'll see of the day there.
Fantastic shot from Arjun Atwal. Now Simon Yates could do with this birdie putt on 16. Oh, he's up. Oh, those eyes are after the ball within a foot of it.
Well, he looks like he stroked it a lot better than we saw him mid-round there, where it started to go a bit wobbly. Bryce Easton here for Eagle on 18. Huge week for Bryce. Came into the week really close to that top 60, but I think he's going to finish on 10 under par, and that will be enough for him to secure his card for next season.
Saw Arjun Atwal with that brilliant shot on 15. How close can Wang Jung-hun get?
Yeah,
you would have seen Arjun's.
Brilliant shot by Arjun. I have to say, that's actually a damn good shot of his own there to get it close to that pin.
Oh, that pin is horribly close to the water. Now, Prom Misawat, birdie putt at the last for Big Prom.
Yeah, hasn't he had a great season? But that's probably not the last part of the year he wanted, but beautiful season. Won in excess of $500,000 this year, Alan, which is some pretty good going for Prom Misawat.
Well, yeah, he's third on the Asian Tour Order of Merit, with Scott Hend in 4th place. So David Lipsky, of course, has wrapped that up. Now Wang, he'll have a little view of the water ahead of him, but all he'll be concentrated on is that white cup, which he finds with absolutely true conviction. 7 under for the day.
Yeah, 7 under, and obviously Arjun and he are going tussle, blow for blow. It's a real tussle through this back 9. It's exciting golf, and we see Bryce Easton tapping in for 10 under, 55th on the Order of Merit.
That should be a tap in for Arjun Atwal. Brilliant shot in here on 15. He just trails by 1. Who's going to hold their nerve? Now Mo Jung Kyung, eagle putt on 18. He's another one of those players in the bubble.
Yeah, huge putt for Mo. Must make this to have a chance to finish in the top 60, and does. So let's see, but it's going to be agonisingly short as he is going to run up in 62nd position.
Wang Jung-hyun, the 19-year-old Korean, leads Arjun Atwal by 1 shot with 3 to play. Welcome back to the Els Club in Dubai for highlights of the final day of the inaugural Dubai Open, where the 19-year-old Korean Wang Jung-hyun holds a 1-shot lead over Arjun Atwal. Really has been a scrap on this final day. Will the nerve of the 19-year-old keep him in front to win this big event? Simon Yates, Jake Higginbottom with a scorching 64, and Carlos Pijem of Spain with a 66. But now in the sand on 16 is the tournament leader, Wang.
Yeah, I'm surprised that these guys have found the sand on 16. There was plenty of fairway to the right, but it's not far. It's only 80 yards from here, and the pin is in the bowl, and that is a really good shot, no question. Big opportunity for birdie there for Wang.
Tawan Wirachart on the 18th, par 5, finishing hole, good finishing hole here at the Els Club.
It's been a great season for Tawan. That one just slides by. But what a beautiful season he's had, finishing up in 7th place on the money list.
Arjun Atwal's also in the sand on 16. Same shot as Wang.
Yeah, as I say, it's coming in from about 80 yards. Plenty of spin, and that's just a little bit short. Good shot, though. Going to have a chance from birdie.
17th, 212 yards, par 3. Simon Yates has found the middle of the green. He's got about 30 feet here for his birdie.
Yeah, probably going to leave it out to the right, yes. Difficult putt to read, that one. This hole very tough today, Alan. Wouldn't surprise me if it was one of the top few toughest holes in the course. That pin is perched right in the left-hand corner of the green, and the wind is coming at the players.
4 shots off the lead. He's really playing for a decent check now, Simon Yates. Now Tawan Wirachart began the event with a 74 and then had hit back with a 69-65, and that'll be a 68 today for Tawan Wirachart. Good weekend play from the wonderfully gifted Thai.
Yeah, we'll catch up with Arjun Atwal. Birdie attempt here on the 16th. Trying to close that gap with Wang, but it's probably the worst putt we've seen him hit all day, although it was coming from off the green.
This is the Thai, Titipun Chue Prakong. Birdie putt on 18.
Needed a huge week to hold his card. Slides that one in, though. He is a solid player. We'll certainly see more of him in years to come. Beautiful striker of the ball, Alan.
Now Wang can put a little bit of distance between himself and Arjun. If this goes in for the Korean, slides by.
Wow, yeah, that's probably a miss that he wouldn't have expected. As we'll catch up here with Simon Yates. Second shot into the 18th, the reachable par 5 18th today.
Certainly is for Simon, isn't it? 44 years of age now, but the golf swing still looks very good.
Yeah, that's it, just a little bit short. Just short of the front trap, but that was right on line.
17th, 212 yards, par 3, Arjun Atwal.
Yeah, got the rescue out. It's a long way today, this hole. Oh, doesn't like it. Is it going left? Big bunkery grave up there. No, it's short and left. Wow, in the desert. But surprisingly, the desert's actually not too bad. You can certainly play from it, but he may not have enough green to work with from there.
So will the pressure get to Wang? Now, is he looking a little anxiously at this?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it's short by the look of that swing. Just creeps it on. Actually, that's a really good shot given the circumstances. This guy doesn't really feel much pressure, but that's a long 40-foot putt for birdie.
He doesn't even look 19, does he?
No.
Now, Simon Yates coming up short with his second here. This is his third shot on the 18th.
Yeah, not an easy pitch from there, I'd say, but it's very hard to stop the ball out of the rough off a downslope, landing on a downslope, but he's got a birdie putt.
17th, you saw Arjun Atwal lose the club on the tee. Oh, it's a horrible start.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad. It's just like a bunker. That's a really great shot. As I say, you can definitely play it out of the out of the desert here this week if you get a good lie.
God, he showed all his experience with that execution. Simon Yates, come on, Simon, knock it in. Let's have a grandstand finish. Tell all your pals back in Hua here, no, it ain't.
No, it ain't, but it's a very good finish for Simon. I think he'd be really pleased. Had he finished second outright, he would have finished in the top 60, but Simon is a career money winner on the Asian Tour, so we'll see plenty of him again next year. No question about that.
That's a 68 to finish for the Scot. Second round, 67, 13 under par. That should be good enough for third spot. Now this is Wang Jung-hoon's got a long birdie opportunity here on 17.
Yeah, I found this green a little difficult to read. Has to play it out to the left. Looks good. Oh, what a good putt. Just run that 4 feet past, but really had a good read on it.
Nerves of steel for the 19-year-old. Now for par. This would be a fantastic up and down for Arjun Atwal.
Wouldn't it ever be a fantastic up and down? Plenty of break though on this putt, but not quite enough. Oh, Arjun, right on the 17th hole, probably the first putt he's missed all day. Has that opened the door wide enough for Wang now?
Yeah, there's a 2-shot deficit now. A little bit of crestfallen look there from Arjun Atwal. And Wang has got to tidy up here on 17. Oh my goodness, look how far past he's gone.
Wow, that stroke is the first one we've seen all day that looked a little bit wobbly.
Quick.
It was very short and quick, that stroke.
Oh gosh, there was a twitch there as well. I bet he's glad that's over.
Yeah, that's a shame. But anyway, there's still one hole to go. He's one shot in front, smile still on his face.
Well, he needs to keep it on his face, and he needs to keep his nerve. Going down the 18th, Simon Yates has finished. We've had that 64 from Jake Higginbottom. As we go now to the final hole, 619 yards, par 5, Arjun Atwal.
Yeah, tee up today, 54 yards, so that the hole's reachable in 2 for these guys. In fact, it was a challenge to fly it onto the fairway the first 2 days just to carry the desert. It was 270-yard carry. Ooh. But Arjun on the fairway, we'll look at Darren Clark here. This is what happens if you miss the 18th green. It's in a little bit of a sort of auditorium area around it. That was a pretty good effort from Darren. Tough spot to be. That rough is getting longer and longer as the week goes on.
Back on the tee, Wang Jung-hoon.
Yeah, good looking swing. Just got to avoid the bunker there on the left, which I think these guys can probably carry today. Yeah, plenty of length in those young muscles of Wang. That's a great shot. Great drive.
Now Shiv Kapoor up ahead on the green. Shiv at 10 under par.
Yeah, it's been a solid week for Shiv. Was right there after 2 days, but just sort of fell away over the weekend. But not too bad for Shiv. Good season for him in all counts, all continents.
Well, what a story this would be for this 19-year-old. 5 amateur wins, including the Philippine Amateur Championship 3 years ago. Up ahead on 18, Chap Chai Neerat, 4-time winner on the Asian Tour, holds the world record at 32 under for a professional tournament, the Sale Open in India.
Yeah, that was a week, and you know he won. Here's Darren Clark just tidying up for par. But back to Chap Chai, he won that TCL Challenge years ago on the European Tour as a rookie. I mean, he is a good player.
So Darren Clark, that's 64, the highlight of his week in Dubai, finishes 9 under par. Now, any nerves in the stomach here for Arjun?
I would think there's plenty of nerves on both players. That looks like it's going a little bit left of the green, and it runs away to the left, but that's a pretty good effort there from Arjun. It's certainly a very up and downable shot, even holeable from there for Arjun. He looks very focused, doesn't he, Alan?
He certainly does. The ball is just sitting down for Wang. His second shot here on 18th.
Yeah, maybe a 5-wood there from Wang. Might have blocked it a little bit. Got to be careful of the desert. Oh, goodness, he's found a piece of desert. Let's see if we can see it. I think it's just resting near the bush there.
18th hole, finishing hole here at the Els Club is 619 yards. We've had 2 eagles on here, 35 birdies in the 4th round. Just the 1 bogey. So for most of the field, it's a hole where you look at least for birdie.
Absolutely. Not when you're in this position, though. Oh, it's good. Oh, goodness gracious me. If that travels another 2 feet, it's probably next to the hole. So that is a mistake. I mean, unlucky mistake. Opens the door for Atwal. Let's see how good his pitching is. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Wow. What a great shot under the pressure there from Arjun Atwal.
Well, that looks like a tap-in birdie.
Absolutely. So this has got to be close. I'm surprised he's not putting it. I can't see chip working here. Ooh. Tried to fly it onto the flat part, but it runs all the way downhill. My goodness, maybe it's a little bit of inexperience from Wang, but he has just done the unthinkable on this last hole.
Oh, well, they would have been looking down that fairway. There's sort of big drive. Now, Wang has got to hold this. He's got to hold this putt.
Yeah, it's uphill 15 feet. Good attempt. Oh, my goodness, that's unlucky. He can't believe it, Wang. It's, yeah, dear. I guess we put it down to the learning curve, won't we, Alan? But was never a tournament that he should have been in this position after the way he's played.
No, they're going to swap places with their problems on that 18th. JB Kruger has been knocking on the door. He's had his chances. He was the overnight leader, of course, after 3 rounds, and another one dies at the death. A 64 in round 3, 71 today, 11 under. Now this, for Arjun Atwal, is the birdie putt for the win for the 41-year-old, and he would never have envisaged that. He would have hoped for it, of course, but that's a 66, 16 under par, and the winner of the inaugural Dubai Open. And you have to feel for Wang Jung-hoon. It just fell out of his hands.
Yeah, what a tragic end for him. And I think Arjun looks like he really can't believe what's happened. Just hanging in there all day, and his fans and family just come and greet him. He's got a lot of fans, Arjun, in the US. Good friends with Tiger Woods, and there he's done it. He's pulled it off.
Arjun Atwal wins his 8th Asian Tour victory here in Dubai.
This one feels really special. I think the last time I won on the Asian Tour was 2008. And, you know, I've gone through some really tough times the last 2 years with injuries and losing my card on the PGA Tour and all that stuff. So this is really, really, I mean, it was at a point where I almost wanted to quit. And thanks to a few of my family and friends that, you know, I didn't, and here we are.
Dramatic events on the final day in Dubai helped Arjun Atwal to 25th place on the Order of Merit. The final standing won by the American David Lipsky, with Anirban Lahiri and Tom Lisawat in 3rd, and Bryce Easton playing for his card for 2015. Namchok Pantipongakun in 60th place. And a few missing out in Dubai: Martin Rominger, Mo Jung Kyung, Daisuke Kataoka, Shara Kumar and Simon Yates. What a story it has been in Dubai, with the popular 41-year-old Arjun Atwal back in the winner's circle, his 8th Asian Tour victory. Arjun Atwal winning in Dubai.